Sir,
A very good morning to everyone who is joining us for the live broadcast of the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament, and it is between Chandrapur and Kodagu. And it is from the MK Football Turf Ground. It's going to be a very, very good contest. As you can see, the players shaking hands with the match officials, and it's a very, very important encounter as because it is a step into the finals, and it's this the under 15 pre Subroto Cup tournament. So it's a huge, huge opportunity for all these young guns that you see on the screen to perform and to smile forever. That lad at the corner he needs to smile a little bit because you are going through the lenses and all those pictures will be framed forever. Whatever this boys, same vibrancy, same equation, it will be on the minds reeling, and it's really important for the goalkeepers also to be on their toes. You don't know how much bombarding it will be. Match officials on your screen as the captains will be there to shake hands. Thank you so much. That's me, Mayur Barua, your host commentator for today's match. It'll be such an interesting one of how this match now goes. As I mentioned, it is a semi-final. And watching all this action live on SportsKPI and on the Sainik School Kodagu channel. That's where this match is getting just beamed live across to you. Very early morning. It's 8 o'clock. In fact, 6 minutes past 8 o'clock. I just hope you had your cup of tea or coffee, whatever is your favor, whatever you just love. I'm yet to have mine, and I'm sure I'll be having during halftime. It'll be really nice, isn't it? This is Monday morning, Monday blues. So it'll be something which you need to just negate from your mind and just go through the chores. It's all about how you love the game among yourself and just put it through the paces. Remember, it's half an hour, 30 minutes per half time. So quickly, it's the time actually which just goes out of you. You'll have to reel through the paces. You have to get those last minute. This is very, very different that I see one player right in the center creating that vibrancy by hitting on the ground so that it echoes among themselves. But here is a very different celebration, very, very different echoing, not celebration, a very different huddle. As you can see on the corners, all the players in anticipation of all the substitutes, players, benches, with the sitting in there and waiting for the match to start. In black and yellow, playing are the team Chandrapur. In complete white, white and white is playing the team from Kodagu, and it will be Chandrapur will be starting off with the blow of the whistles in this first semi-final of this All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026. We're excited, I'm sure, to see of who's going through to the finals. It's going to be a very, very lovely and a lively one. Here we go. Started off with the honors of the kickoff. As Chandrapur trying to get a little aggressive. The thrust, a header. Oh, first header. And the left winger. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Falls down. I thought that we had an injury concern, but it's all okay. Love to see that support because this Sainik school is a very prestigious institution, and really give that favor onto a different onto different sports. But here we go. Because of the foul play, there is this thunder which is going to come up from the foot, and it's it's Kodagu, who might just be in a situation where the first goal might just be scored within 1 minute. It's a flyby, but straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Chance gone. But interesting, within 18 seconds, a player falls down. There was a cry for a foul play, which was given right from the center. The ball has been whipped away from the foot towards the right corner. So from the left to the right is black and yellow Chandrapur who are attacking. From the right to the left of your picture is Kodagu, who's actually attacking. Really, really very nice of how they really understand how important it can be on the corner. Again, tries and makes this equation trying to get just very, very simplified. You might not be that much. And these are under 15 category. Remember, under 15. So these boys are still trying to mushroom. They're still in their schools, trying to understand the nitty gritties of the sport. It's that's very very important that you culminate on your mind and understand that the respect is there, the sportsman spirit is alive, and you respect your opposition. That's very very important when you climb up the ladders and understand the game. And this is why it's so very important that you just know and how you can be a part of that of that story which will be written. And to give you the lineup for Chandrapur, if I have to tell you, for Chandrapur, the lineup: Amit, Monu, Atharv is the goalkeeper, Roshan, Ayush, Bhavai, Omkar, Anugrah, Samarth, Prakash, Anubhav, Shravan, Aviraj, Balaji, and Sanchit. So that's the squad. And to talk about Kodagu, Nihal B, there is a chance here for Kodagu. Just mentioning the lineup. So for Kodagu, Nihal B, Rohit Suresh, Naveen, Sudhanshu, Amit, Mohammad Nisef, Sushil, Ashish, Jisu, Akash, Navnetre Singh, the goalkeeper, Himanshu is the captain, Dilip, Pashang, Vivan, and Sumit. So that's the squad. And for Kodagu, we already heard the captain and the goalkeeper. So those goalkeepers, of course, play such a significant role as 4 minutes have just finished by. Remember, half an hour per half in this All India Sainik Schools intergroup football tournament. You have to be very much spot on. You cannot be showing your rustiness. And again, these are not league matches. It is one step away of cementing a place in the final. And that's why really important of how you play and how you know the goalkeeper is very much up ahead from the left wing, trying to break through the defenses, trying to get on one and on, and man-to-man marking becomes hugely important. Trying to dance, trying to make that move, trying to circle himself, but doesn't get too much of the equation, unfortunately. So there, right in the middle, trying to tussle through the ball. Chandrapur is doing everything bits. Oh, almost trying to dodge it right between those two of the defenses. Looks little weak at the moment. That's where I believe Chandrapur has been able to just crave the ball and move it across. Is being played all under the Sainik Schools Society. the Ministry of Defense, and that's why I say it's a pre-Subroto Cup, and they play under. And I remember being there, being in the management committee of Duran Cup when it's being played at Ambedkar Stadium in Delhi, which is just adjacent to the International Cricket Stadium, the Feroz Shah Kotla. And then right after Duran Cup, the Subroto Cup happens, and it happens with so much of fervor and enthusiasm. The stadium just gets a very, very different look and feel, and it's a very, very respectful tournament. Can it be respectfully done here? Kodagu trying a header as the ball just spins inwards. There was a slight bit of a chance. Not happy. The coach, I believe that's the coach of Chandrapur, maybe. Yeah, it's all about how they are just making that flavor walk onto them as the ball just rolls by to a goalkeeper, and it kicks it off, kicking it off right into the footing of. That's how he has been in one of this is a lovely reverse kick, trying to backpedal that ball right from the center. Time moving out into the 8th minute. I see it's mushrooming off the ground here, and they love it. And they support football. Sometime it might be time for them to get into the respective classes. But before that, why not enjoy the game and then set the tone for the rest of the day? We'll be having different matches. We'll be having matches in the afternoon also. So lots on offer for you. Very, very dangerous. They love it. They can can hear the cross just getting echoed in anticipation of Kodagu in the complete wides coming from the left corner, trying to create some uproar in the camp of Chandrapur. That's the goalkeeper of Chandrapur. The goalkeeper is Atharv. At the other end, the goalkeeper is Navnetra Singh for Kodagu. And immediately, just putting it very importantly, it was Chandrapur who started off the kickoff. But, and well done, very well done from the goalkeeper Navnetra Singh. Yes, up, and the danger was lurking. Well done. So 10 minutes. So it'll be, I mean, then another set of 20 minutes to move by. Very important for the boys to keep on bringing across to make it understandably come very near, trying to sense it. Right to force the equation number 35 from Chandrapur. It says 35, or is it 36? Is it Balaji? We'll figure out if it's Balaji or Mono who was there with Paul. And you can see that's number 12 in there. Sushil was with the ball in the defense, really from right. And that's the bench. You can see warming up the bench of Kodagu at the underneath your screen. You'll also have those rolling substitutions, of course. So they'll have been right much to Much to write about, much to talk about as the game just moves on. No goals yet being scored, entering into the 11th minute. And it's the semi-final that you're watching live live on Sports KPI and also on the Sainik School Kodagu channel. You see, probably those are the people from the administrative block. They're right near the fencing coming in. Might be an important one from the right winger, trying to make that counter attack amongst the sea of defenses of Kodagu. Nothing in their hands. It's a corner kick opportunity for, for Chandrapur as you get the directives from the coaches. Chance gone, chance gone. Corner kick is all about placing the ball right in the middle and try and see which one of them can create the perfect angle for a goal. But here is a chance for Kodagu. But don't be excited. This is where Chandrapur are going to defend and not score for all the fans watching and following this game and watching the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026. Good conditions. A hint of breeze also blowing across the venue. You can see the flanks just fluttering a little bit. Very important. The sun, I don't believe, is shining too much. The, this is That's how he plays. Punt, and it puts Chandrapur and Kodagu on a very important pedestal as exactly 13 minutes finishes in this first half of the first semi-final. Get the ball real, little slow and close as ever. And the Football World Cup is around the corner, starting very soon. The Football World Cup, so I'm sure all the enthusiasts of the game are gearing up for the coveted trophy of the World Cup. But at the moment, it's all about the Sainik Schools tournament, the football, who's going to lift the trophy and will be claimed the champions. Skorago trying to get a chest on with the ball. But Chandrapur, the defense has been much more tighter, I believe. Kodagu have been time and again being able to carry through the ball into the zone, into the houses of Chandrapur. That's a little bit of a concern. But until your defense is tied, you're quick on your feet to try and block it off. Doesn't matter much. Our collusion, not one player from Chandrapur and two from Kodagu falls down. Into lovely places. A chance for a header. Only about the chance and the bounce of the football as the goalkeeper comes hurling around to take the ball in his control. The movement is there, trying to get a feet through the goodbye section of the football. Now giving it to the right winger. There is a chance in the forwards. It's a lovely snatch of the football from the mid ranger. Wonderful. The whistle comes in to block the bondage. There's a cry. There is a foul play. Cutting and twisting and turn. Oh, the ball, it might just be a goal. No. Oh, I don't know how it sneaked past. Did it go between the legs? It could have been dangerous. Whew. Oh, that's what the coaches do say, isn't it? There's a respected and decorated policeman from the Sainik. It's well respected institution, and he's loving it. But see, look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. He's giving a dreadful look. No, no, that is enjoying or is little unhappy. It's definitely in the groove of the game. Scoreline 0-0 as we enter minute number 17. So 13 minutes after this, until there is a signal of whistle. We focused on the personality twice, not the name. Might be just an important from the governing committee. But if he is important, trying to classify, can they be more of an important one? As the ball gets chalked by, gets chucked number 5 versus number 24. It's a chance for Kodagu. No, possession is lost. That's where Chandrapur has been so tight, as I mentioned before. And on your screen, I did see that was Prakash with the ball. Amit is also playing such an important role. This is trying to see, and it's Prashu, number 27, Sudha Nishu. It's written Prashu, it's the one in the mid range to crave the ball. The ball goes from one end to the other, passing the center line, still in search for the first goal of this semi-final being played the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament live on SportsKPI and Sainik School Kodagu channel that you're watching this contest. Lovely equation. This ball is now passing very slowly and smoothly, but then there is the adage: slow and steady wins the race. You need to be steady, all right. You cannot be slow. But again, trying to understand what your opposition is trying to do here. It's all about, again, cementing a place in the final. So what you do, what you have done in the past in the league matches, now hardly matters. But it's, of course, the experience will be there. You know where your weaknesses. They've worked up on them. Right winger could have been a lovely pass. Well done, the defense slides the ball underneath the feet of the attacker. These there, Chandrapur. The ball goes from the right footer quickly right into the center line of the goal post. Defense, good defensive work from Kodagu. But he's still there, Chandrapur, to make an important mark. If they get a goal, will be fully satisfied because you can see how tough it is to score a goal. Both of them are doing wonderfully well to not allow anything go past them easily. So 20th minute. Oh, Chandrapur has a chance. Chandrapur has a chance. There is one. Well done from the goalkeeper. Chandrapur will be disappointed. You can see within 1 minute, within 100 seconds, if I have to say, they have been creating opportunities which I believe should have been at least a goal by now. Bit of a break, bit of a breather. As 10 minutes now remaining in the first half. Don't go far away. We'll be back for the live action very soon. as we start the action. This is very, very, very important. Very, very important. And this is how the credit will be going of how the coaches have have made that simplify. You can see as soon as the players were there to gulp through the energy, the coaches were very much ready with the pens and paper and trying and make them understand of what they need to do. They've been playing well, but what more they can do to instill that much needed belief, and what needs to be more inspiring. There's a handful of minutes now remaining for the blowing of the whistle to end the first half. Big kudos to the way but the, but the teams have played until now. Not easy, not easy at all. Playing and it's a little bit hot and humid also. The summers are there, and it's all about a ticket for the final. That's why it's so imperative for you to be there at the top of your game, not sulk out any of the energies in a wrong formation. To be able to be crystal clear of what's there on your mindset. You see how the ball is not behaving. How is it coming from to the right winger? It might be important for the defenses trying to create that important commotion. Absolutely well done of making that ball go away. All those concerns and groups, and then that makes such an important, and we're trying to be so very much of an important conundrum. See how it just builds on. And really, it means so much for them to carry through the pace. It's been really, really understandably of how both Kodagu and Chandrapur are trying to go through the paces, but the concern is there's no goals being scored as yet. Time again, just moving along as you see the ball has been wobbled so very high, not very crystal clear. The plans, it has definitely changed. Kodagu has a chance, trying to build on a pace, trying to build on the attack, trying to just make that pass, but the corridor of the defense work from Chandrapur has been really tight. It's been good work. The ball very significantly too high. Let's see, it just goes and trying to steal on the attack. It's Kodagu. Still at 0-0 as you get into 28 minutes. Just a couple of minutes remaining for the whistle to be blown to end the first half. The ball just gaining through the pages between the legs of those formations on the midfield region. But much of the attack that you have seen after that drink sprig, it will be a concern, I'm sure, on the minds of the management, the coaches from the corner coming as the ball just goes out of bounds. Still at 0-0, the scoreline from the corner. Just throws it off. It's very strongly trying to make that move. All very attack on the move that you have seen. This is the last minute when important. Yeah, this is all haywire. Gone absolutely haywire for Kodagu. The chance was created finally in the 30th minute. It's just gone in vain. To classify now as the goalkeeper just makes a very, very strong line onto that, gets into the header of Kodagu. Ball just, and the goodness of the trust, and it just falls right towards the corner. Nothing much is happening, but you can see important changes. I'm sure all those substitutions, which keeps on happening, also plays such an important role. This is a chance here for Chandrapur. Kodagu getting tighter. Both the teams not allowing anything. Oh, it's a wrong-footed pass chance here for Chandrapur. Kodagu getting into the picture very quickly. Past the center line. There's just 1 minute added as an extra time. Past 30 minutes. 30 minutes it is. Remember, per half, 1 minute being added. It's getting a little slow. Time is important. As it's from right from the corner. Just 20 seconds now remaining for the first half to finish. There'll be important talks, I'm sure, under the shadows of the dugout. I don't know whether there's a shades or not. Can Kodagu? Can Kodagu do it? Can Kodagu? No, right way over the crossbar. Just with 2-3 seconds remaining. Trying to hit it up. There we go. The end of the first half of the first semi-final of the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026, the pre-Subroto Cup. It's 0-0 for both Chandrapur and Kodagu. This is Mayur Barwa. I'll be taking a breather. You can also just have your breakfast, a cup of tea or coffee, and come back. Because the next 30 minutes of this first semi-final is going to be very interesting. So stay tuned. So, welcome to the second half of the first semi-final, the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament. Both the teams yet to open their scoreline at 0-0, both for Chandrapur and Kodagu. Chandrapur in their black and green, Kodagu in the complete whites. I am your host commentator, Mayur Barwa, getting through all the paces of this football tournament. Let's see what has this 10 minutes given them of all those hopes to inspire and to go through and to understand the, the way it will be for them. I'm sure it will be more tensed as a match will be just coming to a closing end. You can hear the whistles. A bit of a foul play there. Chandrapur has this advantage of getting through the corner. Really nice pace, and both of them are very strong. If you see, and now of course the ends will change as Chandrapur will be now attacking from the right to the left of your picture, from the left to the right. It will be Kodagu, and it's so important that I'm by now they've sensed of what the opponents have been able to do. It's a lovely diagonal pass on to Kodagu. What does the defense say? Defenses of Chandrapur? Nothing much. In all the clearways, all the clearance that you see, have been able to adjust right into the hands of the goalkeeper. It is wobbled up. Sometimes you fail to understand the dimensions of how the ball is coming actually onto you, and that's where you create a mistake. It is all about how you've been able to gain through that much needed paces. Really nice understanding of how the nuances has been able to flow through. Let's see, trying to cut Cotton's pen. These equations look more and more easier. Have to be really more strong on the mindset of how they will be going through this match now. You cannot be copy pasting of what you have actually played in the first half. Becoming this very important is none of them would would yet to score a goal. It's all about a ticket for the finals. Someone has to be there. So it makes more and more important of them to try and signify the importance of how and why they have from the league phases been able to enter the semi-final, and that they have rightfully they've earned this position to be there in the semi-finals. It's all well said and done. It's a very different matter of when you're there to absolutely play. If I have to make you go through of how they have been able to just get through on the center forwards and the midfielders in the attacking position. especially for Chandrapur. 32 Amit, then you had Prakash, you had Balaji, who have been able to really able. They have been instrumental in making the ball pass through. As you can see, Chandrapur, one of the players, just falls down. Sometimes you feel it's little intentional. I mean, there and more than the legs, it's on the hands. It's no booking. It's no booking, thankfully. It's foul, so have to carry through in that zone where the foul was being created. It's number 32 from Chandrapur. That's Amit. I did mention his name. Also been a very important position holder for Kodagu. You'll see Sushil, see the captain himself, Himanshu at number 5. Then number 27, Sudha Nishu. They've been all been able to just build on of what is is a very very important positions that they have played. Is the ball shooting by really nice thrust onto the legs from Amit. It's almost like an amplification of how they have been able to just go and make it a very important statement of how they have been playing this this matches. Koragu getting with the ball. It's a nice 360-degree twist onto that ball. Again, the elusive goal, that one goal that we have been searching for, is actually not homecoming for any of the teams. Little all of those, not much of. It's always been greater. That's about just changing off the power. As you see that ball has been carrying along. The base is still there from Chandrapur and trying to hold on, but unfortunately, they were only getting in the hands. It's none of the goals. Still at 0-0. The hit just keeps on cropping up. 39th minute, which means 9th minute entered in the second half. Header being tried. The chance is still there, but far, far above, over crossbar. We fall into the darkness somewhere behind those households. Yes, that's the coach. That's the coach of Chandrapur. He says, "Come on, let's get into the game very, very quickly." Both of them will be eaching one goal, just one goal, and it will run haywire for the opposition. The opponent 10 will have so many things to scamper about, so many things to just head on through. Both the teams are playing some strong football. That's why It's imperative and very understanding that they need to just go and create the important statement. So ball just goes out of bounds, trying to circle, trying to get this mid-range value onto the ball, and that we saw the coach of Kodagu. As the camera will be panning out, he's there. Look, initially it looked to be Chandrapur to get into as stronger. They were the one who started off the kickoff. Chandrapur playing in their black and yellow. But then Kodagu has been really been pleasing to see how they kept on burging into the home of Chandrapur. Question doesn't seem too correct, and so I can see pace getting little slower also. Sometimes it feels like you are watching the replay, but it's all about how significantly your feet is in sync of your body movement. You see, that's what the coach is saying. Not, not very. He will be, of course. Never moves it to a. You can never be able to make your coaches very happy. But as the ball just gets twisted and cornered to every dimensions of this venue, still in search of one solitary goal. 18 minutes remaining for the match to finish. Still no goals. Just going into the penalty shootout. Don't know how many of them will be loving it after coming one after the other to hurl the ball. Sometimes becomes terrifyingly close. The ball from Manchu make the ball go away. It's a bit of a danger as the ball came in from the right footer. In the 43rd minute, some great names will be erupting from the annals of this match for sure. Can be angling a very important turner. Straight as the ball just flies above. And now gets a good flyby. It's very terrestrial at the moment. The way they've been actually going. How much have they actually been able to understand and put it all along will be important. And understandably so. Yeah, the tension will only keep on increasing. 45th minute, which means 15 minutes plus the extra time. We lost out on time. We just been given an extra advantage for to move along. You see, the wind has also picked up at this venue, so that will be a soothing balm, kind of a much more of a relief for the players to enjoy the game. When deep within the know, it's a semi-final, so your bodily pleasure has to be in a much in a very very different zone. You cannot be zoned out from whatever it is. How classic this can be. A header from Kodagu, always rolling from one end to the other, but you don't know how it is. That's the coach of Kodagu is asking them, can you slice the ball? Let the ball spin through and find its own way. Some different techniques, of course. It's how you need to build your, isn't it? Attempts were there, but the opportunities for both the teams has actually died down. Seen some close goal encounters in the first half. Nothing that we could see at the moment. Kodagu, hands on head from the coaching unit. You can see right at the corner of your screen. They believe that this was coming home. One goal. That's what I say. Just one goal, and you might just be picking up the potential winner. Kodagu has a chance. Defense work has been tight. Wonderfully done. Two ahead, two behind, and then four right behind. The clinical of the staff. It's went the 47th minute. All this action of the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026 coming to you live on Sports KPI and also on Sainik School Kodagu channel. I'm sure you are loving it. Bright colors, the production quality has been top notch. So well done to everyone who is working behind the scenes, giving us this great picture quality and making us enjoy wherever we are as All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026. And you know, whoever just makes it that one final points will be probably be claiming the winning point. We'll be taking a breather with gulping of energy. Don't go far away. We'll be right back with the action. And after the breather, we get it all started again. Going on, going on. Is it a goal? Is it a goal? Where is the goalkeeper? Where is the goalkeeper? First goal for Chandrapur. As I've mentioned, one goal. Is it what it needs? Yes, they've been working both the sides very, very hard. This breather was a momentum breaker. And here comes the first goal for Chandrapur. Absolute clean boundary. Look at the goalkeeper so far ahead, and he knew he's made a huge, huge mistake. And this is not something that they were hoping for, but Chandrapur will be elated. He'll be happy. It's about a ticket to the final. It's a huge, huge pressure now on Kodagu. They'll have to make it even, Stevens, if you'll have to go into the penalty shootout. You see underneath on the corner of your screen, that's the coach of Kodagu. Now he'll be not happy. Huge mistake from the goalkeeper. How far he was ahead, he was not there in the picture. And an easiest of the goal of his life, I would say. And that's why it makes it to be so strong. As a modern to get through, going it, amplifying it, stopping the ball, got on top of the bounce, gets past the center line, doing it well to make that stopgap work for you. There is a slider. This might be the second goal. Oh, yes, it is. One brings two. Ah, my goodness. What's happening? What is Kodagu doing? Just spoon feeding the goals from the right wing to the middle range and then smokes it in among the euphoric celebration. There you go. What a good slider beneath the leg of the defender. And the goalkeeper was caught unaware. And then the left footer does the formality of finishing it and making it 2-0. As you look at the replay, and this is really good. This is where it started off, and then the right foot came into the equation. As you see, there is a bit of an injury concern. They bring the player coming up has got something on his shoulder. So two for Chandrapur, zero for Kodagu. Injury concern is gone as you're back into this contest. Good to see that he stood up and but been asked by the referee to go towards the sideline. But it's all about Chandrapur to rejoice. Oh my goodness, there's another injury concern. It's a head to head now. Referee says you don't have to come, ma'am. It's all good. It's all good. The injury setup, the medical bench doesn't have to come into the picture. That's what the referee says. Just few minutes remaining, and then the extra time for this match to finish. But Chandrapur with two goals, and remember, it's a 30-30 minute contest, is very much on the driving seat to seal a spot in the final of this All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026. It will be disappointment galore for Kodagu. They've done all things right, but eventually, somewhere, the shoulders just drooped a little bit. Couldn't figure out clearly of how far the goalkeeper came out, and which made the first goal so easy. The second goal was thunderous. Good backup, good team assist. And when the ball just rose up from the right winger, just made it really inwards into the goal post to make it 2-0. And so now Kodagu, with all due respect, at on field, they will be able to come up. I see dark clouds getting over. There might be a shower. Look at the sky; it's actually getting darker. But we also into the finishing ends of this match in this first semi-final. It's been such a nice sporting played. I loved it, absolutely loved it. The way Chandrapur has been able to come back into this contest with not one but two goals. It's all about time. All about time. You did see how this, not smile, the happiness which is all across the length and breadth of the faces of in that deep down there you can see that Chandrapur bench and the management then extremely delighted when both the goals were scored. They just needed one goal to break the ice, but they made it two to make things even more and more difficult for Kodagu in their whites in entering the 60th minute. It's exactly one hour of this match, the first semi-final, live on SportsKPI and also on the Sainik School's Kodagu channel. Tournament corner kick for Chandrapur. Nowhere into the picture of where it should have been. Kodagu is easily and simplifyingly taking the ball away. Very well, have been able to make it look very easy, and that's why they'll be very happy as the chapter gets written. I believe a couple of minutes might just be added as an extra time, if not three, or might be three also. Have to check. Have to check how much will be now added. It's official 60 minutes have finished. As I've rightly prophesied, 2 minutes have been added. Prophesized is in the right equipment. But Kodagu knows it might not be enough. That 120 seconds. So Chandrapur really have stole the show. Have given They'll be so very being nonsensical. Just handful of now seconds remaining for the blow of the final whistle, and Chandrapur will be very thrilled to bits because then they will be entering the final of the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026, and that's why it's very important that you score goals right from the first half. It's the coach of Kodagu. It's all gone. I'm sure he has played such a significant part in carrying through the motions of the team, and I'm sure he'll be very proud of it also. And there we go. The final whistle has been blown. It's all done and dusted, and it's Chandrapur with 2 goals to none versus Kodagu, who have entered the final of the All India Sainik Schools Intergroup Football Tournament 2026. And look at that. Look at that huddle. It will tell you of how much it means for them in this pre-Subroto Cup. And the match officials also take center stage. All the players, including the uh, the substitutes, also comes in and be a part of the celebration. This is Mayur Barwa. I'll be signing off until we meet next time. You take care of yourself and have a great day ahead.